Hey, you're watching the Squad Goals Podcast. If you want to listen to us, you can just go visit Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, and iTunes. Links down in the description.
So,
Hey, Devonne.
yeah,
How's it going today?
it's not going good.
So we
Yeah.
did a thing.
We
I think we did because we're a team here at the Squad Goals Podcast.
we are listening to some crisp audio thanks to the head audio engineer, Devonne Wilcox. Now, I'm going to throw it over to the project lead for the Squad Goal Podcast. The
D'Angelo Marrero. Hey, this is D'Angelo here with the Squad Goals Podcast. When setting up the video, you see, we forgot to format an SD card that was already full, so
Yikes.
we recorded a full episode and we don't have the video.
Full of, hey, you should watch this. We're doing a lot of crazy hand motions.
See,
Full of a lot of
the
commentary.
shutter speed was a little messed up on the camera, just a little, so it looked like a little strobe lighty effect, and we kind of make a lot of references to, hey, come make sure you watch us do the strobe light effect. That's not going to be seen, but besides that, we have a great conversation,
It's a
and
great
I hope you
conversation.
listen.
Yes, listen. All right, D-Lo, let's send it back to AJ to
The intro.
sign us off.
3 weeks in a row of just two people.
Yep.
We're breaking records every day on the Squad Goals podcast show, the musical, the animated series, based on the novel Pushed by Sapphire. Hey, welcome to the Squad Goals podcast,
Wow, you
Episode-
did all that just to say that.
episode 56. 56, pick up sticks, go to the rivers, and catch some fish. I'm AJ, and to my right, on the soundboard, as always, the one, the only.
Devonne.
And if our video looks a little weird, it's because the shutter speed on this camera is crazy, and I don't know how to fix it. So it's gonna look a little strobe lightish.
Oh.
This is what happens when D'Angelo is not here. We just go with
Oh, look, ready?
oh, 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 oh,
Oh, you.
oh no.
Oh, shit. Oh,
It's
shit.
fine.
Jack.
And by this point, everyone probably tuned out. No, if you stayed, you're a real fan.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah, my parents. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
So I was at Walmart today,
That was your first mistake.
and
Which Walmart?
the one on Bruce B. Downs close to my home. It's not a bad Walmart. It's a good establishment.
There's no such thing as not a bad Walmart.
What?
The only not a bad Walmart is a closed down Walmart.
I was trying to find a nice book because I'm going on a plane in a couple days. And I was like, you know what? I'll treat myself to a nice little book for the flight. And I'm looking around the Walmart. I bought all my other things, my necessities I needed, and I was like, there's no book section in this Walmart.
They got magazines.
Yeah, they have magazines at the front, but I went,
They have a whole section for magazines
when did
and
this happen?
calendars.
When did this happen? And it got me thinking. The Walmart experience today opened up my eyes to the future. Because today we're going to be talking about the future of retail.
It's Fahrenheit 451 up in here, bro.
So my thing is,
They
we're
burning
at the point.
Should have got an Audible. That was your first mistake going to Walmart.
This podcast is sponsored by Audible. You just
Audible.
Audible. To the chase. Don't read when you can listen.
When you can listen.
But my thing was,
Get Audible today.
we're at the point
First book free.
that most people that read books are reading digital, Kindle, electronic books.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also at the point that everyone's shopping online.
Yeah.
So if you buy a physical book, odds are you're buying it on Amazon or online. And I kind of was just thinking, I'm like, when are we just going to kind of cut the cord on retail stores? Because we're already there. We have Sears going out of business, like Dillard's, all these big department stores going out of business, and I'm kind of like, when are we going to just kind of go, we have moved past it? Because I'm a big person on progressing. Like, I don't like to hold society back just because it's what we're used to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we're kind of going like, no, everyone come back to the stores, and it's like, everyone buys their stuff on Amazon. Yeah. Even the most little things they're buying on Amazon. Amazon's about to have 2-hour shipping with drones. So...
Are drones about to be, like, full effect?
Yeah. So that's the thing.
That's going to be scary, bro.
Have you seen the blimp?
I don't know if a drone could fall.
Have you seen the blimp?
No, a blimp
drops off? It's a giant blimp, and all the drones you see fly out of it, and they, like, deliver the packages.
No, that's too far. America. That's too far.
No, I don't think it's far enough.
We can wait. We do not need it in 2 hours. 1 day shipping gets my heart racing. All right? Get it same day? Oh my gosh. Yes, please. Get it here in 2 hours. Draw the line. You're going to bring a drone?
No, sorry. I think it's like 45 minutes or something like that.
You're going to bring a drone to my... No, that's too much.
Because right now they have 2-hour shipping. That's Prime now.
Because next thing you know, there's just going to be drones. Drones are going to be a normal thing. People are going to have drone pets.
And that's the thing I wanted to talk about.
That's how robots are going to get their rights, because they're going to become pets.
I think...
And then they're going to become their own species.
I wanted to talk about the future because another thing occurred to me at the Walmart was they had this whole section. It was like giant lockers, right?
Yeah.
And you can make your purchase online, walk in, open up your locker with like your coat. It was something like that. I didn't really pay too close attention to it. I just talk about it on a podcast. But basically, they get your order for you. You just walk in, grab it, and go.
I want to buy an 80-inch TV.
But
put in my locker.
My thing was, all stores are doing that. You go to Starbucks. If I go to Starbucks, I order on my app. I pay for it. I walk in. They have my order sitting there with my name on it. I grab it and go. I don't have to do a thing. And I'm like, we're at the point that, like, in the next 10 to 15 years, we're not going to have stores. Like, there's no reason for me to walk around a Walmart when I can just boop, 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 have it ready, and I can just pick it up. And I'm just...
be kept around.
But that's the thing. And this is what made me think, because I'm like, there's that experience. Because I also went to Best Buy today, and I bought some new headphones. For my flight, because I couldn't find a book, so I had to listen... I wanted something to listen to.
Did you download Audible?
No, I download the Squad Goals Podcast every Friday.
Ooh.
Stitcher, Google Play, iTunes,
and Audible. Use promotional code Squad FKE.
Go to audible.com and use the promotional code Squad FAKE and get a free book on us.
Free book.
But anyway. I was just thinking about how the future is going to work, and I thought about it walking around Best Buy. I'm like, first I went to Walmart, and I had the idea of why do we have stores. Then I went to Best Buy, and I'm like, I like this browsing thing, and I went, you know what they're going to do? They are literally going to have a VR store. There's going to be a virtual reality Best Buy that I can put on the goggles, walk around the Best Buy, and basically pick it up, put in my imaginary cart.
They're going to bring back Blockbuster?
Yes, I think they're going to have all that VR. And then it's basically, I go up to the
You think they knew that?
I think they will. I think they 100%.
You think Blockbuster was like, don't worry, there's a brighter future.
Well, that's what I talked about with D'Angelo on the podcast. You weren't here. I said, someone should make a vintage Blockbuster store, but I'm like, I think it's going to be VR. I think we still want that experience.
Yeah.
But now imagine just a Best Buy I can walk around, pick the things I want, put
and
in my cart.
when you want to go home, you take the goggles off.
Yeah, and it gets shipped. Basically, as soon as I go to the front door of the Best Buy, my card gets charged, it gets shipped, or I can go pick it up.
That's a funny game too. Your kids are running around Best Buy charging your card.
But I feel like there'll be checks and balances on it. But I think, and I've said this
kids
before,
are sneaky.
I think VR is like the biggest thing that's going to happen. Because right now, I think the problem with VR is we're only using it for video games. I think right now, I want to get my VR headsets. Well, that's a gaming console pretty much. I don't think that's what it's going to be. I think VR is going to be how we do things.
Which is going to be crazy. We're about to disconnect for real. It's about to be Wall-E.
Yeah. Well,
for real.
I think it will be
We're
as
about
simple
to
as
fully disconnect.
you go, hey, I need to go grocery shopping, and you walk around, do, and then all of a sudden your groceries are delivered within the hour by a drone. And I think
self-driving cars, you can
yes.
virtual reality drive it.
Yeah, I think VR is going to be the thing where I always bring up the book when I talk about VR is Ready Player One, because the book goes into how VR works more than the movie did. Because like kids can go to school in the real world, or they could just put on goggles and they're in a virtual classroom in a virtual school, going to school with people all over the country. There's no such thing as school districts like my school sucks, this and that. And then we don't have to worry about funding schools as much because it's not, we don't need to worry about textbooks, getting new textbooks, because it's a PDF file that gets sent to the imaginary kid, or not imaginary, but the imaginary school. You can have the best stuff in this VR school because all you have to do is have someone design it. You pay one guy or one team to code a really amazing school, and then all of a sudden that school, you just copy and paste the code and you have 50 of the best schools, and you don't have to worry about like, well, I'm not in a good district. I put on my goggles, I can go to any one of those schools.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
And then teachers from all over the world.
Yes, exactly. And I think it could be simple. I think you could have public school teachers who are like really accomplished people, because it's not that big of a hassle to just, let me go teach my 30-minute class a week. And you could have like a history professor teach like elementary school history or middle school history. Kids are out of line, you block, you're in detention, you can control the class, like, oh, you're talking in class, okay, you're muted. Okay, now let's carry. I think, and that's what got me thinking today, was just seeing no bookstore in, that's how my brain works. I saw no book aisle in Walmart, and I went, but then I was thinking about what you just said too. So if we have a lot of deliveries from drones, the sky is just going to be filled.
With drones.
It's literally, like, right now, I can buy a drone, I can fly it, and I have nothing in my way, but there's going to be so many laws, like, if you're driving a drone for fun, it can't go above this thing. Yeah. If you're shipping stuff, you have to stay, like, there's going to be basically lanes, but I think vertical. Like, this is the commercial, this is, like, people for fun, this is, like,
it's gonna be crazy.
Military, this is, like, boom. And I was just thinking, like, I think right now we're at this, like, turning point. Like, when we look, I always think about what kids in the future will learn about, like, the decade we're in. Yeah. Right? Anytime something's in the news, I go, like, how are people going to think about this, like, kids? And I'm thinking, like, I think our biggest thing right now that they're going to think of is we fought technology. Yeah. I think we keep on trying to, we're kind of scared of it, we don't know how it works, and the thing is, the world's going to be completely different. Yeah. Like, now when you're driving around town, you're not going to have a giant Walmart, because it's all, you just need one giant warehouse in the area. You don't need a Kmart, you don't need a grocery store, you just need these big warehouses that can just ship out or have people pick up. You don't need to have, like, the space to, like, walk around and look decorated. So now, there's a ton more real estate. Now, like, things are
That'd be crazy, but it's gonna affect us socially.
I think it will. And then the other thing, too, is I think the biggest thing right now is jobs. Because when I went to the self-checkout, too, I'm like, everything's going to be automated, right? And
really, the person who sits at that desk at the self-checkout, they just go in there and punch in a code, and then that's all they know how to do.
And I don't think,
or change the paper.
Like I said, I don't think we're even going to have them, because I don't think you're going to go in a store to check out. I think you're going to order it online and pick it up or have it shipped. Yeah. And then with self-driving cars and drones, like, you don't have, like, basically the way they're looking at it is, I think it's like 40 to 60% of jobs are going to just be erased. We don't need them. Yeah. And the thing is, everyone is scared of that, right?
Yeah, I'm terrified.
Like, what are we going to do? But I'm like, once again, if you think...
There's going to be robots everywhere.
I think if you think bigger...
Drivers, robot...
It's...
Teachers.
Do we need jobs?
I don't want a job. There could be a robot barber. Hold on one second.
And we're back.
I don't want to work.
But yeah, that's what I was saying. There's a giant spider behind you. I just saw it crawl against the wall. This is not getting cut either.
Oh, no.
So you need to take care of business right now. I need to see a country boy in action.
I feel like you're just scared to do it. Where the fuck did it go?
It's right by the... Yeah. Oh, you got it. No, you didn't.
Nope. Oh, he got away.
Okay.
He got away.
It's fine.
He's gonna kill us. He's
So...
gonna murder us.
So... But my thing is, we keep on fighting. That's all staying in. That's not
I left
my
chicletas in the living room.
Chanclas?
My chanclas.
But my thing is, we're fighting this like automation, like job apocalypse, right? And we're scared of it. We're trying to prevent that. And I feel like when I heard this saying, I went, we hit the point in a society that you don't ever need to work again.
Yeah.
And we're scared of it. Like, and I feel like honestly...
Then what are we going to do?
There's a few ideas out there.
Are we going to have to start giving out diamonds and rubies and...
No, I'll tell you.
Precious stones?
The universal basic income is right now the big idea being pushed to help prevent that. And some people don't like the idea. And it's all... I can see why you might be, like, it might sound weird.
Yeah.
But there's been kind of, like, tests with it in smaller areas. But basically the idea works. I'm just scared that the spider's going to show up.
Oh, yeah, the spider's going to kill us.
But the idea is...
He's not happy.
Essentially, right now, every single person in this country would receive $1,000 a month. And however you spend that money, that's up to you. It's enough that would help cover your bills, and then you would just need to get a job for, like, the extras. Like, you never have to worry about paying rent and, like, boo. Like, it would help a big difference. And
what other jobs could we do, though?
I mean, I think there will still be jobs for people, for sure.
Like sex workers.
No, I think robots will do that too. But like, there's a lot of jobs that you think, only a person can do, and we're at the point where AI can do it.
Oh yeah.
So like lawyers.
There's
AIs that can write contracts out automatically and like scan documents.
Are the robot judges? Can the robot judge character?
But I think they would do it better than people. But doctors, there's like AI out there that can help like figure out diseases and stuff like that better than a person. It's like these jobs
Are
that we
there
go...
AI psychics?
No.
Can the AI look into my future?
No.
Oh, boom. Are there AI... Oh, there's an AI burger flipper.
Yeah. There's a robot bartender on Royal Caribbean Cruises.
Oh my gosh.
But all these jobs that we go...
They're coming from my job.
Humans can do this only.
Yeah.
Is kind of slowly going away, and it's kind of like... It is a big issue we're going to have.
What about make communication? Make sweet conversation?
No, I think there will be like personality-driven jobs at least. Like entertainers, podcasters. I think we're safe.
Do you think they're going to make a robot, like robot talks?
Eventually they will. Eventually.
Hi, I am Robotron 3000.
But the thing is... When you look at like... future movies?
To the show, Robot Talk.
When you look at future movies, like they have robots doing everything, and it's kind of like
you think a robot's gonna see that one day and be like, "Nah, you're not gonna do what?" You think they're gonna watch Roots and then watch, like,
I don't know,
and then watch the Jetsons and then be like, "You're not gonna have me do your dishes."
I don't know. I don't know. I really think like there's so much stuff that we can't even predict that's gonna happen. Like. We are going to have probably a robot civil rights when they get so realistic.
They're going to be like, nah.
These Black Mirror always messes with that where it's like, if you can scan a person's brain to make an AI, and that AI thinks it's real, it feels human, is it less human? Like, And it's just like, we're going to have all these big things, and I was just thinking, like, in our lifetime, the world is drastically going to change. Drastically. I think, well, yes, that, I think the way society even works is going to change, because, like, if you look at someone from the 50s, let's just say between the 50s and 80s, things changed, but not, like, I feel like, as drastically. Like, there was definitely innovations, there was definitely changes, but we didn't go from, oh, now robots do all our jobs. Now we have drones. Now we have a virtual world. Now, like, not just one element of our world is going to change, but I think everything's going to change. Like, I think the world how it is now will not be how it is in 30 years, 40 years.
That's a big claim.
And that's what happened when I went to Walmart.
You remember in Back to the Future, wasn't it 2016, 2014?
2015.
2015. Yeah. What happened?
Flying cars.
We did get a hoverboard.
They hit Jaws 27.
It just wasn't a hoverboard.
Did you hear the...
And they predict the World Series?
Yeah. Yeah, they got the Cubs winning the World Series. Did you hear the theory about why we don't have hoverboards, but they did in Back to the Future, and it actually made me think?
Why?
No, this was never planned. They didn't plan this well enough back then. But, like, a fan theory is, basically, Marty McFly goes back to the 50s.
Yeah.
He invents skateboarding when he breaks that kid's scooter and, like, skateboards down, like, in that car chase, right?
Yeah.
So, skateboarding now began in the 50s. It probably took off. So, instead of skateboarding starting, like, when was it? Like, 70s to 90s?
Yeah.
Like, that it really... Well, yeah, 80s he was skateboarding, but... And now it started earlier. So, that was a big trend.
A 30-year head start.
Steve Jobs was inspired by the Beatles. Music was his big inspiration, so he made a device that essentially could hold 1 billion songs on it. Yeah. And our technology went from MP3 players to phones, and now, like, we're a very technology communication-oriented world. That technology was Steve Jobs got inspired by skateboarding instead of the Beatles and music. So his focus went to let me make transportation better, and he made hoverboards and flying cars, and like he was more of a transportation engineer than like a
music
communicational buff? Music. Something
no, they didn't think that hard.
They did not think that hard. That was a fan theory after the fact.
They really thought, they were like, yo, there's gonna be flying. Like they were talking on the podcast. They're like, yo, the way things have changed from the 20s to the 50s right now, to the 80s right now, is a big change.
Yeah.
We're going to have hoverboards by 2015.
But, and that's my thing. Like, when you look back at these old movies and you see how they predicted the future, we're like, not even close. Because they could never imagine the internet and how the internet works. But my thing is, I feel like now the movies that predict the future are a lot better because we know how technology changes until that big thing that we never could have seen coming comes. Yeah, like, I think Black Mirror does the best job at predicting the future. Because they kind of do it like, they never say dates, but I feel like they do these like softball predictions. Like, this is what it's going to be like in 5 years, 10 years. Yeah. Like, they don't go like, this is 50 years in the future. There's like one episode like that. But I feel like it's easier to predict because they kind of just, they toss the puck a little bit. They don't go like 40 years from now.
Then they'll go all in.
And they never say the date, too. So it could be something like, but I don't know. And then also on my trip to Walmart, though, I realized something. I'm going to a wedding on Saturday, and I went to buy a nice wedding card. I went, cards are the biggest ripoff. Like, it just kind of hit me.
Especially when you gotta buy two.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I have 2 weddings coming up. My thing is...
I did that just to put them on the blast.
My thing is...
Why didn't you bring up the other wedding? Why did you only bring up the Saturday wedding?
Well, because
Did you not buy a card, AJ?
I already bought a card for the first wedding. Now I'm buying a card for the second wedding.
Oh,
I didn't buy the cards at the same time.
What does the first card say?
I don't remember. And that's my point. Do you remember any card you have received by anyone?
Yes.
What? What did it say?
It said...
Birthday, anniversary, congratulations, graduation, whatever you want. Name a card that stuck with you.
It was a dog, and it had a cake, and it said, "Happy birthday."
Yeah, they're all lame. But the thing is, I was looking.
I have no idea.
There was cards that were $8,
said,
$9, and I'm like, no one remembers a card. The thing they might remember is something you write in the card. So I'm like,
yeah.
I would rather, like, I feel like if I'm ever to receive a card...
You should just do the construction paper technique.
Yeah, I would be more happier with that. But I feel like if I did that to someone else, they would be offended.
Why?
If I just took a piece of construction paper, wrote a nice note, put it in an envelope, and
if the note is nice enough, they don't care.
But my thing is, like...
Do a nice little doodle on the front.
Cards are just a ripoff.
Yeah.
Hallmark...
Yeah.
Is, like...
They're cashing.
Con artists. Because it's like, you need a card for every occasion, and no one cares about the card.
Nobody. They just want the money.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
But they don't want you to just give them money. You have to give them a card with the
That's
money.
what I'm saying. Like,
the card means something.
I'm going to put the receipt of how much I spent for the card and take it out of the money I'm going to put in and be like, I was going to give you this much, but I subtracted $7.98.
So tell me if you want a card next year.
But it just was like, and I've always known this.
I'm giving
never...
$20 flat rate.
Yeah.
It's either I'm spending $20 and some of it on a card, or I just give you $20.
I was just like, what is the point? Because I could see if it was this like sentimental thing that like, oh, I remember every card I received. Because you gotta go back
when you get older and be like, oh.
Do you keep your cards?
Yeah.
Okay, I do too. Yeah. And I'm like, if that's the point, I can see that. But I'm not reading a blank, like I'm not reading the words the card said.
Have you ever got a card and nobody wrote anything in it? They just gave you money?
Yeah, sometimes they just write a name.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
I was like, just give me your money.
Yeah, I was like, and that's my point. Like, what is the point of it? Why do we all have to go through this charade of card giving? Like, I'll just give you the gift. I'll give you the money. I'll write you a note. But why do I have to go spend money on a card that you're not even going to read? Do you even read what the card says? Or not counting what they wrote.
Yeah.
Like, I read what they write, but I don't ever really read what.
You gotta read the card when your grandma's standing.
Unless it's like a funny, jokey one. And the jokes are always bad. It's like an old man and you open up the
Think you can write your own Hallmark hit?
Yes.
Think it's that easy?
Yes.
Let me hear one.
Okay,
I'll give you the occasion.
Yeah.
And you give your best Hallmark.
Okay.
Okay. Birthday, but they're in the hospital.
It needs to be funny?
In the comedy section.
Comedy birthday hospital? Hang on, just give me a second. It would be a picture of a dog with a hurt paw.
Okay.
And it's like, even on your roughest days, you can have happiness. And the card opens, and it's a picture of a cake, the dog, and a bunch of other dogs around celebrating. And, like, one of the dogs is holding up a flag that says, like, you the best. And it goes, like... and that's it. These are not good. It's a dumb pun, and that's it. That would be a card.
I like it.
You do one with a mirror. Like, a little, like, kind of reflective film that sucks. And on the cover, it goes, like, guess who's old? And you open up the card, and it just says, you. Happy birthday.
But the mirror is the O. So it's funny.
Like, I'm like, wow, hey, I've never opened up a card going. Shit! Everyone, come here! You guys gotta read this!
You guys gotta read this!
You guys gotta read this! It says...
If you think you can make your own Hallmark card that can make AJ react like that, feel free to comment it or send it to us at Cigar City Entertainment at gmail.com.
Thank you. But yeah, I was just like, card stuff. That was my whole thing. That was my other Walmart revelation.
Shout out to Hallmark for capitalizing on holidays. I feel like Hallmark made all these holidays.
Well, they made Valentine's Day, I'm pretty sure, as a fact.
I thought
it was an old pagan holiday.
Saint Valentine did it.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's a day for saints every single day.
Yeah.
There's a million saints and a million saint holidays, and they just picked Saint of Love. Let's just make it a holiday about love.
Yeah.
I could literally do it like Saint of Healing, and I could be like...
Healing Month.
Yeah, I could be like, oh, today's healing day. It's the day we all sit back, take a day off work, and just work on ourselves and make ourselves better.
What
Go
you
and
mean?
help
I
some.
endorse Healing Day.
Yeah.
Go and vote on Healing Day.
I can make holidays. I can make cards. It takes no creativity and no effort. If you work at
Hallmark, we at your neck.
If you work at Hallmark,
we want the smoke.
And you write cards, greeting cards, you have no creativity. You're a hack, and you tried to be a writer, and you didn't make it. I hope that English major really treated you well. That looked.
We want all the smoke.
That looked crazy on the with the shutter speed. For the audio listeners, you should go to youtube.com/CigarCityEntertainment and see our messed up shutter speed on the camera. So yesterday I was doing a little research, right?
Yeah.
Let me get the article up. So I was just curious, like, what do the characters in the Marvel Cinematic Movie get paid? Not the characters, the actors. And I was just like, huh. And I there was one that really stuck out to me.
Whose?
Who is makes the most money for being in Marvel movies?
Tony Stark.
You were wrong.
Ruffalo.
You were wrong.
Black Widow.
Wrong.
Hawkeye.
Wrong.
Captain America.
No.
Thor.
No. You want to know?
Wait. T'Challa.
No, he makes for Civil War, he made $500,000. That's because he had a minor part. For Black Panther, he made between $5 to $8 million. All of this is speculation because they don't publicly release the numbers. So based off of interviews and just different things. I was just scrolling past T'Challa. Thor, to give you an idea, for his first movie, because remember, they get a lot of these actors when they're unknown.
Yeah.
So they don't have to pay them anything. And then as they are in more movies and more famous, for the first Thor, he made $200,000. And they don't say what he makes, but I think it was around 15 mil for Thor Ragnarok. The highest paid Marvel
Vin Diesel.
is correct.
Is Groot?
How Vin Diesel gets paid
too fast.
Do you want to know?
To say I am Groot, I'd be so
How
fucking
much do you think
mad.
he gets paid?
1.7 million. No, they all get paid. He gets paid like 100 mil.
He gets paid $57 million for saying 3 words.
I am Groot.
Which they could have just recorded once and kept on repeating it.
I'm pretty sure that's what he did, right? Does he have to?
He make him say it every time.
Every time?
Because he has different emotions.
I am Groot.
Apparently in the script,
I am Groot.
It says, I am Groot, and then it says what he means, so he can say it, with emotion. Because apparently the last words he says before he gets dusted, spoiler for Infinity War, is Dad. When Rocket was holding his hand.
I'm Groot.
Yeah. So, but that's the thing. There is no one.
Captain America, Tony Stark, they all have to sit there every movie, fight.
Yes.
Do all this other
Stay
bullshit.
in shape, too. They have to get, ripped.
Vin Diesel's just like, I am Groot.
Apparently, they have to go on a diet where they're only allowed to eat boiled chicken.
Oh, that's so nasty.
Because they have to be, super jacked. That's why every Marvel movie, they, like, have that shot where, like, one of the guys takes off their shirt just to show off for the ladies.
Because they earned it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why all of them are, like, tired, and they're all, like, retiring from doing it. Tony Stark, not so much. I don't think he has to probably stay in shape.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have to get, like,
yeah, he's billionaire, so
but,
he
like,
doesn't have to be jacked. But Captain
Chris
Marvel,
Evans, Captain America, he's got to stay ripped. Like,
he's like,
Thor.
He's like, I want to taste real food.
Because if you notice, that's why the characters that don't have to get ripped, they'll keep on doing it. Like, Tony Stark's done it since the beginning.
Yeah.
Hulk, he's just like, whatever, I'll show up. Like, he's having the time of his life. If you see, like, videos of Ruffalo behind the scenes, he's just having fun. But all these other guys are like, I'm exhausted, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm tired. Yeah. Thor's the only one who goes like, I'll do it until the day I can't.
Yeah, I mean, it's Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he enjoys the benefit.
Well, he said the greatest thing about the thing is when you're an actor, you have no idea if you're going to work again. You work on a movie for 3 months, and then you have to basically find another job every 3 months or whenever you're ready to work again. But there's no guarantee. There could just be a day that everyone goes, yeah, we don't want you. So he's just like, it's guaranteed paycheck for millions? Yeah. Like, they have me come back once a year.
And I'm a god? Yeah, I'll show up.
Yeah, it's cool. I'll be there.
Yeah, it's cool.
You know, but...
I swing a hammer, eat boiled chicken, that's fine. It's cool.
But I was just looking at it, I was like, 57 million. The reason why I was looking it up was, I thought about it, I'm like, Bradley Cooper is Rocket Raccoon, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't ever really see him do interviews about the movies. Like, I feel like he barely even knows he's involved. Like, all the other guys are like, we're a family, you always see them together, they're doing interviews together, and I feel like he just shows up. He's an animated, when you're just doing a voice work, you show up for like 2 days and you leave, get your paycheck and get out. And that's what made me look it up, because I'm like, how much did he get paid? And I was like, he got paid like $3 million. And I'm like, yeah, for 3 days, like, why wouldn't he keep on doing it? Because I'm like, I was trying to think of what actors are going to keep on signing contracts to be their part. I'm like, he just has to show up for 3 days and gets paid $3 million? Yeah. And then I was like, Vin Diesel.
Who do you think's going to stop doing it?
Well, I don't want to spoil it. Well, any game I can spoil, but like, Captain America, I think, is done.
Oh, yeah.
Iron Man, I think, is done. I think Hulk is done-ish. I don't think we'll see Hulk as much, but he'll probably pop up every once in a while. Black Widow's done. Hawkeye's pretty much done, I think. He's going to have like a little mini-series on the Disney platform, but I don't think he's going to be in a big movie. And if he is, it'll be like years down the road and he'll pop in and we're going to be like, it's Hawkeye!
Oh, man.
So that's why it's like all the
gangs disappear.
That's why it's all the new people. It's the Black Panthers, the Doctor Stranges, the Spider-Mans, like the young blood, because they're all fresh. And we don't have to pay them as much.
Yeah.
Oh, we can pay T'Challa $500,000 instead of $15 million? Okay, cool. When he hits Black Panther 3 and we have to pay him $15 million, we'll think about it. Like,
bring in, what was his face? No, the first one.
Terrence Howard?
Terrence Howard.
Just bring him back in. But that's the thing, like, I was just looking it up because I'm like, Vin Diesel? Well, Bradley Cooper I feel like he barely is involved. He shows up, he records, he doesn't even think about it. Probably gets an invite to the premiere and that's it. But Vin Diesel? Have you ever seen clips of Vin Diesel talking about Groot?
No.
I saw like
He's invested.
I saw behind the scenes. He deserves the $57 million. Because I've never seen a person care as much. There's like behind the scenes videos of him for Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and he's like talking about the character and he's like, you know, like talking like, I've never played a character with so much like character, so much heart. Like he doesn't say much, but he feels the most. He's the most compassionate person. And he was just like getting teary-eyed. He wasn't making a joke. Like, oh, he says 3 words. He was like...
What?
He comes to the premieres, like one, he came in like stilts and like dressed as like a giant tree. There was one where he had this suit with like branches coming up.
You think that's part of the thing? Like, we'll pay you 50 mil, but
you just gotta be into it.
You gotta go all in.
No.
You have to be. If you show up to a premiere, you have to wear a Groot suit.
I feel like that's just Vin Diesel. Everything I've seen about Vin Diesel is like he's really nerdy about things. Like he plays D&D. That's the big thing.
Dungeons and Diesel.
Yeah.
Diesels and Dragons.
Yeah. Like that movie, The Last Witch Hunter, I think it was, that no one saw, and I'm surprised I even remembered it. Or like I never saw it, but I just remember the title. But apparently that's based off his D&D character that he's played for as years. He made a movie about the character, and like he's just like this really nerdy guy. So I think he's just genuinely.
How did he become
happy.
our generation's badass?
I mean, I still think he could. He's bad.
Triple X, Fast and the Furious.
I don't know.
You never thought Xavier, whatever his last name was
playing D&D in the
was
back.
Yeah, was out and like
God.
he's like, oh shit, now I gotta go take down a drug lord, get on my motorbike.
I don't know. I don't know how that happened. How that turn happened.
Fucking Samuel L. Jackson sees him fucking. He's like, is that a natural 20?
But the thing is, I don't think it really came out until he was known as a badass. I don't think he like showed up in the first movie he was in like, let's play Dungeons and Dragons, boys. I think he was like, hey, what up? Let's drive some cars. Let's drive them fast.
Let's drive.
And then like
Furies.
someone walked into his trailer and he's like, I'm gonna roll a spot check. And then they're like, Vin! And he's like, oh, it's not what you see.
Oh yeah, bring me the bitches and some more nitrous. Yeah, we're just talking about cars. I'm doing a spot check on the engine fluid.
Is Vin Diesel gay?
There was a
That's
rumor.
a rumor, right?
There was a rumor, right? But then it was like, no, it's his brother.
He probably doesn't.
He puts on like a toupee. He's
mean,
like, no, it's me, Finny.
I just feel like
I'm Finnegan.
he has never
Finnegan
been seen
Diesel.
with a girlfriend, and that's been the. Oh, he does have a girlfriend now since 2007. Paloma Jimenez. I don't know.
Palm, jizz in hand. What did you say?
Pamela Jizenhan.
That's actually.
Oh, he's dated girls. I don't know why that's a rumor. Because like he dated the girl Michelle Rodriguez from Fast and the Furious.
He did Michelle Rodriguez?
Yeah, that was his. But Diesel has played Dungeons and Dragons for over 20 years. He wrote the foreword for the commemorative book 30 Years of Adventure, a celebration of Dungeons and Dragons. In the 30-year anniversary issue of Dragon Magazine, it was revealed that Diesel had a fake tattoo of his character's name, Melkor, on his stomach while filming Triple X.
Yo, that's fucking crazy. I didn't know that fact, but isn't it crazy? Dungeons and Dragons Triple X tied in? He real deal.
Yeah.
Tied it in.
He put that there.
He's like, yo, put my D&D character on there. They're like, what? They're like, yeah, just put this. It's hard.
Just put it on.
It's hardcore. It's totally hardcore. Something me and my buddies used to do back in the day.
So I saw this guy with a shirt, and I just thought it was the funniest thing in the world. He literally wore a shirt that just said, "My wallet is like my bitch, thick." And it had a picture of a really fat wallet, and I was like,
Yikes.
is he just wearing that around? He was in very public.
He's just like, yo. He's at Walmart?
Nah, he was just like at a store, but like it was a couple days ago. But I just was like, that's something you might wear like jokingly around your friends.
Nah, that's something you wear out with pride.
Like I have a shirt that I've never worn outside the house except for one time. It just
The one
says,
with the white hood on it?
it just says, "Cool story, babe. Now make me a sandwich."
Wow. You won't wear that out?
Well, no.
Why are you scared?
I'm not gonna wear that.
Why are you scared?
Because I am a feminist at heart.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell the world what you were talking about earlier about women.
I think they all are beautiful creatures and
Creatures?
just as
They're
much,
human beings just like
as
you.
much as men. I think there's no difference between genders, and honestly, gender is a social construct.
Made up by.
Hallmark. So they can sell Happy Birthday Boy and Happy Birthday Girl. Hallmark has...
It's all a ploy.
Hallmark is pulling the strings of society. They're the puppet masters. They're the ones orchestrating everything so they can sell more cards. College, that just exists so there's a graduation for Hallmark.
At the bottom of all your diplomas right now, you'll find a Hallmark stamp.
Yeah. Weddings, they're
Hallmark.
for Hallmark. Birthday parties,
Hallmark.
Hallmark. Valentine's Day,
Hallmark.
St. Patty's Day,
Hallmark.
Christmas, Easter, Halloween,
Hallmark.
everything.
Hallmark.
They control the world, and we're just living in it. That's how we exist.
Granny's kidney transplant?
Hallmark. So there can be a get well soon card.
Your wife cheated on you with your best friend?
Hallmark, so we can have apologies card. Our apologies. Our sympathies, sorry. If you got any more?
Your mom tells you you're adopted?
Hallmark, so we can sell the adoption cards.
Okay. What would the Hallmark card be for an adoption card, though?
Funny one or
you just found out you were adopted. Happy birthday, 17th birthday. Comedy.
Comedy 17th birthday. The card would be on this day of your 17th birth, and it's like a picture of a little boy blowing like at a cake, and you open it up, and it's like, we will tell you about your parents, and then you open up like a third, it's like one of those like try cards, and it's like, you're adopted, but don't worry, we picked you, but got you on clearance. And that's where the comedy comes in. So it's like, it's emotional, because it's, hey, you found out you're adopted, but there's a little humor like, I mean, we got you for this.
Happy birthday, the 17th year of your birth. Here's a receipt so you can see how much you were worth. And then it's like your adoption papers.
That's a good one.
I choose you. Oh, it's like a Pokeball?
Oh, yeah, that would be a good one.
It was like, I choose you.
Us at the orphanage. I choose you.
Yeah.
But, okay. I have one topic I want to talk about before we wrap things up. And I thought about it not at Walmart. This is a Walmart separate thought. The idea was, we like to think of like, I wonder what olden times were like. I wonder how they were in the 1800s, in the 20s, in the 40s, in the 60s, in the 70s. And we see like little glimpses the more TV was available. You wonder, hey, I wonder how my grandparents were, or my great-grandparents were, because they weren't famous, they weren't on TV, they weren't like, TV wasn't really used, like they didn't really have home movies like they do today. But I went, here on out, that won't be a question. There's not going to be I wonder what it was like in the year 2019. It's going to be, I can pull up 1 billion videos filmed from people's phones and just see them acting casually. Yeah. Like, I can just see them joking around. I can see all the videos. And I know exactly what it was like. There's no more question of...
This is when the robots are going to take over.
And then it made me think, how you want to go, I wonder how my grandparents were, or my great-grandparents. Now, your grandkids, your great-grandkids, your children, your great-great-grandkids can find 1 million videos of you. They can see exactly how you were like. So when they're like, I wonder how great-great-grandma...
Do you really want to know how your great-great-grandparents were, though?
That's my point. We always go, I wonder how they were. But now we're going to see, like, in the year 2100, they're going to be like, how is great-great-great-great-grandma, like, Julie? and they're gonna pull up videos and it's her twerking in a club being a thought, and it's like, oh, that's weird. Like, when there's a video, if someone takes a video of you doing something,
I don't have kids, I swallow them. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Grandmother Julie was
her like
out there
doing a line of blow, going like, "Fuck yeah!
Yeah!
Let's get it crazy! I'm gonna be young forever!" And it's like,
Kanye West was right. It is a choice.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, Grandma Julie.
Like, we now have every
down.
bit of our life documented. Our great grandkids can watch this conversation. I can see that Bert. They can watch this conversation and go, "Oh, that's how our great grandfathers were." And it's like, everything is recorded, and everything will be like preserved to an extent.
Yeah.
Like, so that's the thing. There's no more questioning. I wonder what the 80s were like exactly. I wonder what the 40s were like exactly. Now we'll be able to know, and we can find individual people. Your great-great-grandkids can probably go through the Instagram archives and go like, let me find Devonne Wilcox. There's great-great-granddad, and here's all your stuff. Like, probably your Instagram, your Facebook feed will be now like preserved as like almost like basically an autobiography you wrote without planning on it being an autobiography. And it's like, they're going to see all these videos of you. They're going to see all these pictures of you. And that's what I feel like I'm more embarrassed of with like videos and stuff coming out, is like, not so much, oh, who knows now? Like, oh, that's...
Who's gonna know?
Yeah, when they look, like when my great-grandkids...
When you're trying to like play it off like, oh, I was, always a smooth criminal. And then they pull up a 2012 receipt with braces.
And I'm talking about great-great-grandkids. Our kids are going to hit the point where you're like, well, I didn't party. You can't go out and drink this and that. And then it's like...
You were shit-faced.
You were on a podcast shit-faced. Like, you were in the club twerking and grinding on people, Mom. Like, so don't tell me I can't go on a date and I have to be back by 9, because when you were my age, you were getting railed. Here.
You railed? Look at this. You didn't think I was going to find you? Pornhub's only been off the internet for 3 years.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and once again, tying it back in, I brought it full circle. The world, how we know it, is changing. Yeah. There's no more privacy. And it's not just privacy current, it's privacy for generations. Now there's no more rewriting history to make things sound better than they were. Yeah. Like, when you hear about George Washington, and it's more of a myth at this point than how the actual man was. Yeah. How it's just, we have built him up as a legend. Now we can... If there was like Facebook and Instagram and all these videos, we could...
George Washington ain't shit.
Yeah, that's how he was?
Wow. Okay. We needed that apple tree. What an asshole.
Yeah. It's just going to be...
He said grab her where?
And that's my point. I'm like, there's no more of like this lying to like change history to make it better. Like, we fought a war and we won, and we can... Like, the revolution. We made it sound like we're the heroes of that story because we won. We were the ones who wrote the history books after that.
The heroes write the stories.
If there's a video and all this stuff, and it's like, oh, they did some messed up things. There were some war crimes committed, this and that. They burned down an orphanage.
We don't write those.
And it's like, now...
No, I mean, we write those, but then we edit those.
Yeah, like the whole Paul Revere. That's like a made-up story.
Paul Revere didn't go through saying that...
Apparently there was like 5 dudes...
Wow.
I don't know the whole story off the top of my head. I remember seeing something about it.
You,
there's like 5 dudes, and he didn't like go. He was like the only one that was like, I don't want to do it.
But they made
the story about him.
Wow.
And now, if there was like cell phones back then, we would go, I wonder about Paul Revere. Let me look up the night he rode, and then I see like 20 different Snapchat stories of like all these other guys going, the British is coming, and it's like, where's Paul?
Where's Paul?
Oh, okay, so he was a nobody. Okay.
Yeah, fuck you, Paul. You're a nobody in my book.
we paint these people
just off of AJ's facts. Sometimes he just talks out his ass. But
no, I'm dead serious. I just saw something, but I didn't.
I'm looking for a
remember the
reason to
exact
be
story.
upset with Paul Revere.
He's had it coming for me.
Yeah, fuck you, Paul Revere. You
You
know
know,
what you did.
He's a narc.
Or
If
what
you
you
really
didn't
think
do.
about
Yeah.
it.
Let the British come. Wow.
Put him on blast.
Oh, all right, pause.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like, I just feel like our kids will know.
Wasn't he Yankee Doodle?
No, that's Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Who's Yankee Doodle Dandy?
He
He put a feather in his cap?
and he just went macaroni. He was just a crazy person.
Yeah, what the fuck? What is the point of that song? He put a feather in his cap and called it macaroni, and we sang it.
Yeah.
With emphasis. The teacher taught us that. It was like, sing it better.
But
Do you have that song memorized? All right, I'm gonna play the song. Are you ready?
my favorite
I
part.
don't even, do you remember Yankee Doodle?
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yankee Doodle went to town, riding on a pony. Put a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle ended up, Yankee Doodle Dandy. Yankee Doodle Yankee Doodle went to
town, riding on a pony. Stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni.
Okay, Yankee Doodle.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Giddy up. Yankee Doodle, giddy up. Yankee Doodle. I don't know.
my favorite thing to do though is when I go to a haberdashery, as I do, and you see the feathers for the hats. I always go like, "Oh, macaroni," and no one ever gets a joke. No one ever. Very few times the stars align for that joke.
Oh,
where
that's
you're
great.
in a hat store and you see the feathers and you go, "Huh,
That's macaroni.
macaroni."
You should be like,
and they all
you
go.
gotta go, are you guys hungry? And they'll be like, what? Macaroni.
It's like, that joke is like a 1 in a million chance. And I do it, and the people I'm always with in that perfect scenario go like, "Oh, I don't get it."
Ah.
And it's like, macaroni, Yankee Doodle. He put that feather in his cap. He called it macaroni. They're like, I don't get
What
the
is Yankee Doodle?
Yeah, the candles.
Speaking of famous things people don't know, do you know who Shaft is?
Shaft, as in the famous movie where he's a cop?
Yeah.
Shaft? Ooh, he's a bad mother.
You
Shut your mouth.
I
Yeah,
want
I
to talk
know
about
Shaft.
Shaft. I was talking to other people. I'm like, you guys know about Shaft, right? They're like, I've never heard of Shaft. I'm like, how y'all not know about Shaft? He's a really fucking man that no one understands him but his woman. And
Shaft?
then I see them making a Shaft like 3 generations
Yeah,
ago
that's
now.
weird. That's
I'm
crazy.
like, why are they bringing back Shaft if I feel like there's only a few of us who remember Shaft?
Because that's the thing. I'm going to tell you how it works. Well, let's go down the list of movies we own, like properties we own. Shaft, I guess we can make that. And they go, people probably remember Shaft. And it's like, they don't think about, like, who is this for?
Yeah.
Is it for the old people? Is it for the young people?
It's like a 3rd generation Shaft. It's
Yeah.
like, we're going to make Shaft cool again.
And
It's like, was Shaft cool enough if nobody remembers him?
And honestly, I'm pissed that they showed the old Shaft.
Yeah, it's...
I feel like he's probably in that one scene. Save that. I don't need to see that in the trailer.
Yeah.
That would have been a nice, like, oh, they got the original. Because my
They
thing
have
is
all 3. They
Yeah.
got the OG, they got Samuel.
and then new blood.
This guy, yeah. Who knows
But that's
this
my
guy?
thing. I'm like, no one's gonna be like, huh? New
And his
Shaft
name
movie.
is Shaft Jr.
Oh, they got the original Shaft back. Okay, I guess I'll see it now. Like,
Yeah.
they don't. You're
He's not
either gonna
be
see
in
the
that
Shaft movie or you're not gonna see the Shaft movie.
Yeah.
Having the original isn't gonna make a difference.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the thing. Like, he's not in the movie long. I can tell you right now.
Oh, man. I'm just like, I was like, I feel like nobody remembers Shaft. And I feel like they're just trying to shove Shaft down. Oh.
Ready?
I was going to say shove Shaft down her throat.
Who's
Pause.
the black private dick? The sex machine to all the chicks. Shaft.
Shaft.
You're damn right. Who's the man that would risk his neck for his brother man? Shaft.
Shaft.
Can
Oh.
you dig it?
Yes, I can.
Who's the cat that won't cop out when there's danger all about?
Shaft.
Right on. You see this cat Shaft is a bad mother.
Watch your mouth.
But I'm talking about Shaft.
I can dig it.
He's a complicated man, but no one understands him but his woman.
Shaft.
That's all I got. But yeah, so
You gotta play the music.
I feel like yeah, studios just go, we own it, let's make it, someone will remember. And it's like going back to my favorite, Riverdale. I'm like, no one that watches Riverdale is like, I'm a fan of those Archie comics.
I love Archie.
Like, I'm gonna go check it out. Like, it's they just went, we own it, Archie, I guess, just
bring Archie back.
Yeah, okay. And it's like, who is that for? It's targeted to tweens and teens and me. And
Tweens, teens, and me.
I feel like the people that read Archie are
You should start like your own like clothing store.
Teens, tweens, and me. But yeah, I just feel like studios will just remake it because someone remembers the name. And that's what it comes down to. Like, we own it. Like Pet Sematary, the remake. It's kind of like, we own Pet Sematary, we own the rights. Might as well make it because someone's going to remember it. And then maybe someone will see it and be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
we don't gotta rewrite a whole movie. We could just...
Yeah, we don't have to rewrite a whole movie. And also, it's like, maybe someone older will take their kid.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw Pet Sematary when I was young. You'll like this. And, like, that's it. Like, that's what they're banking on.
That's all they're hoping for.
Yeah.
We need to stop doing that. Stop bringing your kids to your old movies so they'll stop refreshing old movies. And stop wearing Jordans until he makes a new design.
My thing is just...
Make him make another pair.
Make him make another pair. Make him make another pair. Hashtag make him make another pair.
Hashtag Jordan hair. Not in hair. Unless he makes another pair. I won't wear. And you better not dare.
Well, that's our episode of the Squad Goals Podcast, episode 56. Here's a little strobe effect to sign us out. You can check us out every Friday. And on Thursdays, you could watch movies with us with C3 commentaries. Watch us watch movies, and you can watch along and have a good time. There's a full version and just the commentary highlights. Usually 10 minutes of the best parts. Hey.
And those highlights be bomb.
Boom. Hey, that's it. See you next Friday. We are out of here.
Bye.
Bye. Harmonize. Bye.
Oh, wait. Bye. Oh, we're rising? Bye. It's so hard to say goodbye to the Squad Goals Podcast.
Goodbye, farewell
to you, my friend. Goodbye, farewell. And till we meet again, I say goodbye. So long to you, my friend. Goodbye, farewell. Until we meet again. You remember the Bear in the Big Blue House?
Song?
Yeah, where he sings to the moon.
Yeah.
I forget that song. It's a great song.
And this just ruined our momentum.
We could cut
such a good ending. No,
we could cut
this
it.
is all saying it.
No, cut it.
Hey, this was really. That's not the song. It's the moon, the bear, and the big blue house. We'll be waiting for you to come and play.
No, that's not the. That's not the.
Come and play. To come and play. Bye now.
Bye now.
No, it's, hey, this was fun. We hope you liked it too. Seems like we just begun when suddenly we're through. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go. But hey, I say, well, that's okay.
No, that's not how it goes. No.
You very soon, I know. Very soon, I know. Very soon, I know. Very soon, I know. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good friends, goodbye.
Bye.
And tomorrow, just like today, the moon, the bear, the big blue house will be waiting for you to come and play. To come and play. Come and play.
Come and play, baby.
Bye now.
Bye now.